Take care. Okay guys, in this video we're going to actually start building up our following count. So let's just back up and think about what we've done so far. We've built up a nice looking Twitter profile, and our Twitter profile now has relevant content to the people we're trying to attract, coming out a couple times a day, and you've pre-filled it. You do this a couple times a week. So our Twitter stream looks pretty good now. It's a nice profile with relevant content coming out. So how do we start finding people to follow us? That's what we're going to do in this section. So to do that, I want you to head over to a site called ManageSplitter.com. And what are we going to do with ManageSplitter? Well, ManageSplitter is going to allow us to do something called follower churn. And what that is basically we're going to seek out people that might be interested in our social media profile. I'll use buildingsocialproof.com as an example. Because it's social media marketing, I'm going to seek out people who are interested in social media marketing and follow them. And if they don't follow me back after a couple days, I'm simply going to unfollow them because they're really not interested in hearing what I have to say. And it kind of works like that. So I might follow 100 people, and out of those 100 people, maybe 20 will follow me back, and then I'll unfollow the other 80. And I'm going to show you how to do that automatically with ManageSplitter, because as you could imagine, going through by hand and following 100 people a day, one would take way too much of our time. I know your time is valuable, my time is valuable. We don't want to spend our time using Twitter that way. I want the Twitter strategy to only take you 5 minutes a day, so it's going to rely on tools to make it do that for you, and ManageSplitter is one that you have to use. Now, Twitter has pretty strict policies on doing this, and ManageSplitter is the only service I've been able to find that will do it for you automatically, and I'll show you later how they do that. But what you're going to want to do with ManageSplitter is just go to the home page here and click the Start button. So we click Start, and then much like Buffer Apps, we're going to click Connect with Twitter, and it's going to sign us in automatically, just like that. So it said Welcome Back. Now, what we want to do is we want to find people to follow, and as a side note, and I do have to say, ManageSplitter, to do this, you're going to need their premium service. It's $10 a month, I think. Unfortunately, I wish it was free, but it's just not, and this is the only way to do it. So I do apologize, but you will have to pay for this service. I pay for it. It's actually a great service, and it's really not that much money for what they give you. But you're going to want to go into Manage and then just click Follow, like this. And it's going to say Follow, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a screen name, a Twitter account of somebody very influential in your space, someone who has a lot of followers. In the social media marketing space, Social Media Examiner has a huge amount of followers, so I'm going to put them in there. If you're in the weight loss space, you'd want to find someone who's super influential with weight loss, and I think you get the idea. So you're going to find their account, and what we're going to do is follow their followers because they're targeted. So I want you to pick under this up to 5,000, ordering normal, and then click Show Followers. I'm going to pause the video right here because this does take a minute, and I don't want you to have to sit through it, and then I'll come back and show you what we do next. Okay, I'm back. What ManageSplitter did is it went to the Social Media Examiner account and found all the people following them, the most recent 5,000 people that followed them, and I'm going to also follow those people, and some of them are going to follow me back, but most won't, and that's fine, but I'm going to build up a following by doing that. So what you want to do first is you want to order this by activity. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to follow inactive Twitter accounts, because obviously if no one's there, they'll never follow you back. So what you want to do is get the most recent one. So this one, we can see just 10 minutes ago they sent a tweet. So these are all really active, recent accounts. So now you're going to click Overview and just highlight the names like this. And when I do that, I see follow 99 later. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And you're just going to go to page 2, like this, and highlight all the names. And you're going to keep doing that and keep going through the pages until you get around 1,000 people. But I want you to pay attention to this last tweet time. If you get to a page and the last tweet time starts getting to be 5 or 6 days ago or maybe a week ago, I would just stop right there. That means that that Twitter account you follow doesn't have a lot of active users, and if you start trying to follow people who haven't been on Twitter a week ago, you're just not going to get a high rate of following back. So at that point, I would pick a different account and start adding more followers. So when this here, when follow later gets to around 1,000, just click it like this. And what Manage Flitter is going to do is save these for processing later, and you can just click process now, and let's see what happens. So I click process now. Okay. All right. This is good. This is where we want to be. So Manage Flitter has to actually pay somebody to click the follow and unfollow buttons. That's Twitter's rules. They don't want you to write software to do this automatically. So we're basically outsourcing for a very, very cheap cost all the following and unfollowing. You and I, like I said, we don't want to do that. It's going to take too much time, and frankly our time's just worth too much. So you can purchase actions. I'm going to go on this page. I'm going to put it in another tab here so we can take a look at the purchasing. But basically, after you purchase your actions, you're just going to say, send the 197 remote actions. In your case, it'll be closer to 1,000. I'm just doing this for the video. And it's going to tell you approximately how long it's going to take. They follow 100 people a day, so this will take 3 days. If you're doing 1,000 people, it's going to take 10 days. So this is another thing you're going to do around once a week, is just come in and follow people on Twitter. And I just say, I agree, let it process my actions, and there it goes. Okay, let's look at our purchasing options here. Now, what I've done is when you first sign up, you can get your first 1,000 actions for $5, and I recommend you do that. But after that, I would have it automatically hit your credit card and buy 2,000 actions when they fall below a few hundred, so that you don't have to keep filling it up. It'll go through actions, you know, once every couple weeks or so. So it's really not that much money, but it will build your follower count up fast. So this is how I recommend you guys build up followers with Twitter by using Manage Flitter. It's going to follow people, and then the ones who are not interested in us, it's going to unfollow them, and we'll build up a following really quick using that. In our next video, I'm going to show you how to unfollow people, because what you don't want is you don't want a Twitter account where you're following 6,000 people and only 2,000 are following you back. So I'm going to show you how to do that.